Portrait painting. I think this is one of the most beautiful ways that we could honor people in our communities. My political involvement started because of the family that I have. Black American father, white mother, and in the apartheid era, she would be able to get into the first class carriage and we must go and sit in the third class. She could go into the shops and we need to stand outside the shops. And that just moved me to say, okay, if this is what is happening, I need to make a difference. And I was very young at that age. At Steenbok High, I would be part of setting up the rallies. And I was heavily involved. I would attend every youth rally. I would set up every youth gathering in the community with the rest of the team. And the price that I've paid, going to jail in 1984 for 6 months, we were tortured. They would spray the cells full of tear gas, open the doors, and if we ran out, they would beat us up. It's made me what I am today. I don't easily get walked over. I still fight for the rights of myself, my kids, my family, and my community. Whew. At the moment, I think one of the biggest problems in Delft is domestic violence, and then also child neglect and abuse. It is rife. It is a daily occurrence. And the other one is the fact that people don't really take care of themselves. You know, they default whether they're asthmatics or diabetics and then end up very sick or dying when they come back to the clinic. What I've done since I am in Delft was to get involved in home-based care, involved in the lives of many men and women. A lot of people has changed their lifestyle because of my involvement, because of my willingness to teach others. Thus far, in all the projects that I have started in Delft, it's mostly women that usually get involved. So my question was always, if men are unemployed as well, why don't they get involved? What inspires me the most is to see people's behavior starting to change. I think the respect that they first gain for themselves and then for others. When we started off, there was no funding. So for 4 years, it was merely voluntary work, day and night. And that is why I'm a single mother, because I had to choose between will I continue working as a volunteer or will I be on my husband's side. But I have made a decision that I will stay in this community and I will remain being involved in the lives of people. What you have in you makes you either rich or poor. So change is painful, but it's beautiful at the end of the day.
Something in my life came and I found out I was supposed to be a traditional healer. And I prayed and my grandfather came to my dreams that I should. And I followed that. After my mother died, I had another thought. And I think my sangomanship won't work if I don't see the environment in Khayelitsha, looking at the people. And then I involved myself with the organization within the community. Khayelitsha now is organized. We have got roads that have been done. We have got water and sanitation being done, though not properly done. The community doesn't see it their responsibility to look after the services that have been given. There are communal taps that are being used by a group of people within the informal settlements. That is a disaster as much as it is a need to them, because you'll find those communal taps being dirty. Everything is being thrown, feces. You see, that is not healthy for them. Kids play with water and the water is being used unnecessarily. I was elected as a chairperson of Water and Sanitation Forum, educating people about their health and how to behave in looking after the services. I was doing all the up and down without earning a cent. From Monday to Monday, I'm attending meetings in the evening. And I was all out for the community, not being home, and my boy was growing by then, and I couldn't give him any attention. As a result, Bobby was not performing well at school. The people must look after their communities. The well-being of their areas depend on them. And also, government, the officials, they must know that there are people who are dedicated to do the work without payment, but those people should be recognized.
I was actually born in Claremont. And then with the group areas, on my 10th birthday, we moved out of Claremont, which of course that time I didn't really know what was happening. Well, we had no other place to go than to go to Garden Village, Maitland, which was very raw, and it took a lot of adapting, getting used to coming out of a big home into, this little place with the stable doors, and it was very hard. And when I got married, fortunately, somebody offered us a place in Salt River, and that is where I still am. Then, when the non-governmental organization was started in Salt River, a call went around that they need people, and I offered to help them with their survey. But believe me, when I did the survey, and you go to each and every person's home, that is when the need really hit me. We found one lady that was lying dead for 4 days and nobody knew. And that is what made me decide, to join Salt River Health Committee. And I know what it is to be downtrodden. I know what it is to be hurt. I know what it is to have a hunger for love. So that is why I want to give what I have. I've always had a soft spot for the elderly. The way young people are today. Young people are discarding the elderly. It's a very sore point in my life. We are all going to get old. I wouldn't like someone to discard me one day. So I'm actually investing in my own life by putting into the community what I'm doing now. So I feel there is a lot to be done as far as the elderly is concerned. And I also feel the government is shirking their responsibilities by trying to put everything onto home-based care. Sometimes I wish God gave me the power, honestly, just nobody needs to know. But just to be able to put my hands on you and to heal you, I've always had that longing in me because I feel other people's pain. And compassion and love, nothing can actually replace that. No money in the world can actually replace that. If you're rubbing somebody's legs and to see the satisfaction on that person's face, it's like a circle, man. They getting the satisfaction of being massaged, but it's actually coming back to you. And this is something you can't put into words.